Okay, what's good, future millionaires? We back with a banger, man. We got the Pink Panda team online right now. Y'all know I've been really excited about this project. You know what I'm saying? I'm personally in this one. I'm trying to, basically open up the floor and let y'all get a little bit more information, about the team, the founder, and where this project is headed, so we can just make, better informed investment decisions. So I'll introduce who we have on the line right now. We have Mr. Adam Carlton and also Angry Panda. So y'all can introduce yourselves.
Well, hey, it's great to be here. Thanks for having us. So yeah, I'm Adam. I'm the founder of pinkpanda.fiance, and I've been doing this for, going on 6 weeks now. Although our team came together for the last several months. We're a group of people who kind of involved with discussing trading cryptocurrencies and understanding the market mechanics behind it. We've got a lot of kind of tech and marketing people, behind the scenes that are doing just a tremendous amount of work. So really good to be here. Good to finally catch up with you live and answer some questions.
Appreciate it.
Hey, I'm Angry Panda. I'm the lead dev on the project. I've been involved in blockchain development on multiple chains, principally Ethereum, for a few years now. And I think Adam and I and the rest of the team realized that there's really a gaping hole and demand for something new on BSC, and I'm excited to work on that.
Nice. Okay, nice. So nice to meet y'all, me and Owen, but this is our first time actually meeting, being able to see each other. So this is pretty cool. This is actually me and Angry Panda's first time speaking. So that's dope. So yeah, I just wanted to get into, maybe some of these questions that people had. We don't have to make this too long because I've been telling everybody everything about you. I got over an hour-long video on the channel, breaking things down. But the interest is definitely there. And this is, quickly turned to, I want to say, almost one of our featured coins on the channel. You know what I'm saying? I'll be creating a Pink Panda playlist. So for y'all, all y'all that are watching this, check out the Pink Panda playlist. Y'all will be able to see it afterwards. So we got a little bit, you told us a little bit about yourself. So can you just go into a little bit more depth, just to, tell us a little bit more about your history and why you feel, you're the right person for this, to lead us forward with this token.
Sure thing, be happy to. Yeah, so I am one of those kind of people. I throw out this story now pretty much fearlessly. I used to kind of tell it with embarrassment, but now I'm just, I just tell it, right? Like I'm kind of like the guy who sold the Bitcoin to buy pizza. So I had 330 Bitcoin in 2011, and it went from 10 to $3.40, and I punched out of it, right? I paper handed right out of that. So I've been in it for a long time. But my kind of more mainstream background is I'm in management consulting. I've been in kind of the data and cybersecurity sphere for quite a long time, although I've done a lot of managing application development teams, database teams. I work a lot also too with the business. I do advisory work. So mid-size as well as Fortune 500 companies. You can look at me up, look up all my kind of background on LinkedIn. But really in the last, let's call it kind of the 6 months, it's really gotten, I've really gotten just much deeper into crypto. And I tried a number of things. I was different kinds of trading platforms and understanding, all the different blockchains out there and really digging into it, and realized kind of as we were starting to have this idea, again, I guess it was getting close up to 2 months ago, how much opportunity there was really, as Angry mentioned, on the Binance chain. And maybe we'll hit that in a future question. I would love to talk a little more about the Binance Smart Chain and where we see how just there's such a tremendous potential and where we feel like we're attacking that. So I'll let Angry talk a little bit more kind of and give a little more in depth on him.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, I've been involved in Ethereum for a while. And I've seen its growth. I've seen more sophisticated tooling being built and more
on Ethereum?
On Ethereum.
Connect the dots, y'all.
Yeah, I'll get there. Don't worry. So I mean, over the years in Ethereum, you see more sophisticated tooling being built. You see more legit, more skilled dev teams build these really cool things. But they've run up against a pretty large barrier, which is that Ethereum isn't very scalable until recently with L2s, and now you see even more cool things being built with L2s. And that's very complex. The interesting thing about BSC, so Binance Smart Chain is a fork of Ethereum, so it uses the same smart contract language and virtual machine as Ethereum, the EVM. But so far, nobody really has realized that BSC is qualitatively different from Ethereum. It has faster block times, larger blocks. It can do more things. And so other developer teams have just been copying and pasting things in Ethereum, not realizing that you can actually do so much more. And so, like, for example, you don't really see order books being used much. You see automated market makers, which are less efficient, and people just default to that because that's what's used on Ethereum. And so I think when I look at that, and when the team looks at that, we see this tremendous demand that for whatever reason no one else has realized. And so I think we're the first in this space to build something that is actually designed for BSC, that takes into account the architecture of the chain, and builds something that only exists really, doesn't really exist in production yet, and is only being developed right now on the cutting edge for L2s on Ethereum or other chains like Solana. And so we're really excited to bring something that we feel is really cutting edge and new to BSC.
Okay, and so if you could just break that down just for some of our beginners, exactly what is that? You said you see a gap that people haven't realized that the possibilities that there is with these contracts. What opportunity are you seeing that, is it the 5x? Is it to be able to provide leverage? Is it, create your own exchange? What does that look like for you?
Sure. So I'd say it's two things. One is, when you buy like something on pancakeswap or sell, there's a price impact, there's slippage. That I mean, everyone hates that, right? Especially if you're dealing with large amounts or with illiquid tokens. You lose money every trade you make. So we're building an order book, and with an order book, you're able to set a limit order, which basically means you're cutting down by a really massive amount the slippage you face. That's one thing. And the other thing is leverage. I mean, I think most people, to differing extents, want to use leverage. Some people just want to go 2.5x, 0.25x sometimes. Some people want to go 5x. But leverage is really valuable, and it's an important tool for a trader. And on BSC, or really on Ethereum too, with some exceptions, like decentralized exchanges normally don't offer leverage trading in the same fashion that centralized exchanges do. You generally have to go through some complicated process of borrowing money to do it. We're going to be offering, if you want to trade on leverage, you just tick a box and you're good. Like, it's as easy as that. You can multiply your gains.
And I'll even try to break it down more simply in saying that what we're doing is you can use centralized exchanges right now, like Coinbase and Binance and FTX. There's multiple centralized exchanges, but one thing is that they hold on to your crypto. That's under their possession, right? And a decentralized exchange, that's under your control. That's under your custody. That's why we call it a non-custodial exchange, is we don't have custody of those assets. And the other thing that we're doing is we're mobile first. So this is coming through a mobile app. We really believe in like slick UIs, easy to use design. We're not even, I think someone asked us about web, and I'm like, well, yeah, I'll think about web when the mobile's done, but we are 100% mobile first. We think that there's huge opportunity in that space. I can tell you, go out and look at some of the most powerful trading tools, the most fastest growing trading tools in the normal stock market, and it's Webull, Robinhood, right? All the big guys are trying to catch up. So if you're not on a mobile, you're really behind right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, like, look, what are the most popular wallets for BSC users? I mean, clearly Trust Wallet, right? Second place, probably MetaMask. But almost everyone's on their mobile device. And for whatever reason, and I really don't know why, exchanges haven't been meeting their users where they are by launching mobile apps that are, dedicated for them and have nice UIs. Whereas centralized exchanges like Binance, FTX, Coinbase, they do that because it's obvious. And so it's honestly pretty perplexing why we're the only people doing this.
I agree. So what are some of the future features you see coming to the app in the near future that we can expect to see maybe this year or early next year?
So maybe you want to take that one? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll take that one.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, so in the very near future, so we're doing two things concurrently right now. On the one hand, we're working on the smart contract side of the exchange. It's very complex, and so that won't be launching, in the next month or so. And while we're doing that, we're taking a community first approach where we want to build up our community first and foremost. We think that's extremely important, and that will be something we prioritize, forever. And so in the app, within the next few weeks in the app, you can expect a lot of community-facing features being released, like community voting on where we donate to, whom we donate to, community voting on, or announcement channels, social media, a chat feature for the community, community voting on various things, meme contests, etc., all within your mobile app. And there will be, exclusive functionality in the app being launched quite soon that is only available to holders of the Pink Panda utility token, which is its purpose.
Nice. Do you see yourselves ever adding or allowing any other tokens to be listed on your exchange, or as far as
Of course. Of course. I mean, we're decentralized. The whole idea is that we want to give users all the power they want. And so we're going to be prioritizing education and responsibility. So, we will integrate rug checks and things like that into the app to help guide the users to make informed decisions. But in the end of the day, we're a decentralized exchange, and any users can trade, will be able to trade any token they want on the exchange. So there will be a lot of information available to them to help make the right decisions.
Okay, nice. Will there be any staking features?
So not quite staking, no, but I'm assuming what you mean is, can you deposit your Pink Panda into a pool and receive interest? And the answer is yes. Liquidity for the exchange will, be incentivized, aka farming, and so you'll be able to deposit your Pink Panda into a pool and receive quite a good amount of interest.
Nice.
The plus side of that versus staking is that your Pink Panda will not be locked. You can remove it at any time. We don't plan on locking tokens. That's not something we're into. We like our users to have the freedom of pulling it out whenever they want.
Okay, cool. I like that. I'm sure a lot of people would like to hear that. So will there be any NFT work?
I believe so. I don't think we're supposed to release any details, but one of our team members is very into NFTs.
Yeah.
So I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a few surprises up our sleeve on NFTs. Let's just keep it that.
It's looking like we might have a few catalysts coming up, and I'll connect some more of those dots. So just to let everybody know, we broke a new all-time high today. We've hit 18.6 million, which is crazy. I think today we could potentially see 20 million. So make sure y'all that are watching this hit that thumbs up, like button, and push this out. Also drop a comment. Let us know, what's your favorite part about Pink Panda and what made you decide to join the fam now. But next question: what kind of exclusive tech are you bringing in? I know you kind of touched on this a little bit, but is there any new tech or something like that you'll be bringing in?
I mean, yeah, what we're doing just hasn't been seen before on BSC, so it's by definition new tech. I mean, at the same time, we're not claiming to invent the wheel here. I mean, we're very much inspired by other protocols and inspired by the innovation of other teams. So just like as a shout out, like I think the Aave team and the Mango Markets team, Aave and Ethereum, Mango Markets and Solana are two platforms that we think are really innovative and we'll be learning a lot from and already have. And so we're building on the shoulders of giants, but I think it's quite clear that we're offering something to BSC that is very new and hasn't been done before.
Okay, so another question that came from one of the viewers was, would you in the future have it where people can vote on, specific or trying to help specific patients rather than just donating to the foundation for cancer research?
Yeah, I'll take that one. That's a great question. So when we were kind of forming the underlying principles of the project, right, we settled on cancer just because, one, it's impacted my life very dramatically. Like, I don't know very many people that haven't had some experience with it, and it seemed to resonate so powerfully. But one of the things we, also said that this is ultimately a community driven token, and so in that we want the community to start to make these decisions, as we start to advance down our roadmap. And so as we start to build kind of these voting capabilities and contests and things like that, we may potentially shift away from, cancer charities to other social causes. We could absolutely, target, like if someone wanted to have a specific person sponsored or something like that. Like that's kind of the beauty of this project, is we are part of the community, right? We're just kind of the seed of it, and then it's growing around us. So I think it's really important that we work together on this and decide what makes sense. And if that's like, maybe, we do a month of 4 weeks, so we pick out individuals, or we target children, or do whatever, I totally 110% support that. Or if we switch even to 6 months of cancer and then 6 months of something else, I am completely open to that. And I think that's kind of the beauty of this project.
Nice. So would you be able to just touch on a little bit of your marketing strategy for the future, or just going forward?
Sure. So clearly, right, we're forming some relationships with some people like yourself that are I don't know how to describe you. You do an amazing job, right? You keep it real. You make sure and do a fair and deep evaluation. You don't pull any punches, and at the same time, like, when you see value, you're a strong advocate. And so we're forming relationships with the people who see value, right, and our token. We're clearly forming like a very, very strong social media presence that's very powerfully driven by community. I mean, every now and then I'll see someone go, "Oh, you guys are bots," or something like that. I'm like, no, these are all individual people who are coming out and commenting, liking. That's not that at all. I recognize the names. I see the people. I'm going out and making comments and replying to people. So we've got very grassroots driven marketing as well. We're only in day 16, but we absolutely have started to do some outreach to some potential celebrities that we can work with. We're looking at opening up our merchandise here shortly, and I'm going to get you some merch as soon as I got it myself. So that's happening. So yeah, we're really excited about our marketing. Our marketing lead, Happy Panda, he's fantastic. He's extremely well connected, not only through the cryptocurrency community, but through other outlets as well. So we absolutely see marketing walking alongside our tech strategy and alongside our business strategy.
Nice, that's really good to hear. So, someone asked also what makes this coin different, but y'all can, basically put that together from everything they said so far. This hasn't been done before, really, especially in the way that they're doing it. Angry Panda, you mentioned a little bit about going in and talking a little bit more about the BSC. Can we touch on that a little bit more? On your just what you see in the future for that, or just anything you want to add?
Sure. Yeah, I've been using BSC for a while. We all have, obviously. And I think a lot of people are scarred. And BSC, it's full of projects that aren't very good. There are a lot of rug pulls. There are a lot of unreliable platforms. There's a lot of volatility. And the few platforms that do exist and do right by their users just aren't very good. I don't see much innovation. I don't see much sophisticated platforms or well-designed platforms, or platforms that are just a delight to use. And I think users really want that. I think it's kind of, BSC has become enormously popular due to low fees, integration with Binance, support for the EVM, etc. And so there are a lot of users, mostly retail traders, everyday people who really love being a part of decentralized finance, DeFi, and they love the ideology, they love the mission statement, and they love the everyday practice of it, the fact that they have access to these tools. And so I think there's just this massive demand for something new and different, something that'll cater to these users. It's a delight to use and offers them sophisticated tools that allows them to trade more effectively that previously are only available to high net worth individuals.
Yeah.
It's sophisticated investors. And we're all about, I mean, DeFi, the entire space, it's crypto. It's all about expanding access to these things to the everyday man. And I mean, we hope to do that. And that's what we're here for.
Yeah, and if I can follow up with that too, like one of the things that has made me so incredibly bullish on the Binance Smart Chain is, Binance is one of the world's largest exchanges. They have devoted a lot of time, energy, effort, resources into the Binance Smart Chain. They have a $100 million pool available right now for developers to apply for grants, right? And to drive innovation in the chain. I just think that what they've done is they have taken, like Angry Panda said, we're standing on the shoulders of giants, right? They took Ethereum and made it better. And to echo what he said, I see and hear this every day. There's people that are global who are accessing this that can buy, $20 worth, and that makes a dramatic impact on their lives. We're seeing, underserved populations, right, in the U.S. too, are getting access to this, and these kind of returns and this kind of like access to powerful trading tools used to be exclusively reserved for very wealthy people. And so I'm incredibly excited about decentralized finance as a whole, and the Binance Smart Chain and our approach to it.
Sure. So for y'all that don't know, and y'all hearing them say that some of these tools were only available to certain people, there's something that's called an accredited investor, and you have to have a certain net worth and things like that, and making a certain amount of money for a certain period of time to have access to the best investments. So basically, what they're doing is allowing people from all socioeconomic classes to basically be involved and have the opportunity. Like shout out to one of the subscribers and people in the private stock market game group. He just messaged me, letting me know he put, now you remember always, use proper risk management, never risk more than you're willing to lose. But, it might not hurt just, trying out, a couple bucks here and there that you can, afford to risk. So I just want to show you, he just put, he said, good looking on that play, bro. Put like 90 in there. And now his total is at $437. Now, this is not just saying, just expect a quick Forex or something like that on your money, but I just want to let y'all know what's possible.
The community.
People are doing well off this, man. That's why I say, I'm about this. I believe in this project, y'all. I haven't sold a single Panda. Don't plan on selling one the entire 2021. You know what I'm saying? If we go crazy and do something ridiculous, I might secure a little cherry off the top or something for the fam, but right now there's no plans at all in letting any of these go, because I still think we're very early, like you said, we're barely 2 weeks in, just 16 days. And to already be moving like this is crazy. To see the community, if y'all haven't joined the Telegram, make sure y'all go search them up on Twitter at pinkpanda.fiance. Also look for the Telegram, join the community and see how, just the strength of this community. And I told y'all, these communities will make or break these new cryptos. And, I feel the community is welcoming. It's, it's not people bashing each other. That everybody's, coming together to just try to, push the movement forward. That's what I like to see, man. So if y'all haven't already, make sure you check it out. Anything else y'all want to add?
I feel like I could talk about this all day, but I think the last thing you talked about is, like, I really do believe we've got a special thing in this community. And we started, I guess it was 17 days ago, and we had 6 people or 8 people in chat, and then we grew to 60 and then 200. I think the last time we were checked, we were pushing 5,000. So we've kind of been going through the straight line growth. But anyone, you could talk to any of our moderators or members, like, our team is constantly there, and we're one, we're adapting, but 2, we're always ensuring that, I remember one of the first things we said, like, pandas are patient and kind, right? We're treating each other with respect. We're answering questions, we're transparent. I welcome anybody. Honestly, if you ever have a question about this, come on to Telegram, message me. I have kind of a policy to try to go through every single message I get that day and at least, say thank you or what have you. The rest of our team is extremely responsive. We have a channel that is completely app support. So if you're frustrated, right, by the difficulties of getting onto this, boy, wouldn't it be great if there was a company that could bypass this on your mobile phone? we can come in there and we will help you out, right? We got very patient, helpful people that will help you get kind of past this hurdle of getting the token bought.
Nice. So yeah, this is something big that I'm glad to be a part of. I'm glad y'all allow me to host this AMA. This was dope for me, and my viewers are also excited about this one to see. So I believe we'll be building the community even stronger. I'm looking forward to this, seeing where we go from here. So that's pretty much all I got for this one. I appreciate everybody for tuning in with us. If you haven't already, come check Pink Panda out. You can follow them on Twitter at pinkpanda.fiance. You can follow me on Twitter at DecemberDeMarco, the same way the YouTube channel is spelled. And that's it for this one, y'all. I appreciate y'all, and we are out.